Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Dr. King. Yeah. Yesterday, we actually had a lot of people out from the community helping with this one, just like with blocking and girls from our housing program while Shane was doing the other. It was pretty fun. Having Shane here is quite an honor. He had done a George Floyd and Dr. King and Kobe Bryant mural, and he's like, I just been thinking about starting to do like a tour of some historical figures and some people of faith that did incredible things. And so my husband said, I have a wall you can come paint on.
It's a motivational thing, Every great dream begins with a dreamer. You gotta have a dream. Yeah, you gotta have a dream. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. It's great.
Thank you. I definitely believe in these times there needs to be strong voices, and then there needs to be quiet rebuilders who continue to rebuild places of mourning. And, Dr. King is a reminder he was a voice. And then you have someone like Harriet Tubman who lived in the secret and freed slaves. And so we need both today. Very strong, we need the voices. And we need those that are just going to quietly, even secretly, get to work and see people set free. Darkness definitely feels pretty loud right now. But when darkness is loud, light shows up,
Hi, my name is Philip Azevedo. I am a independence facilitator at Waterford Elementary School, and I work one-on-one with kids with special needs. At the beginning of the pandemic, I was in Walgreens like everyone else, just getting some essentials. And as I was walking out, there was a little dollar box of chalk. I picked it up and I was like, this will be fun. In May, the kids were gonna come back to get their work for the rest of the year. And so I wrote them a little message like, hey kids, I know this year has been weird, but we made it through together because we care about you and we care about each other. At the beginning of the year when we were doing distance learning, we would have Fun Friday with Mr. A, where they got to come on and do a direct drawing with me. So I guide them through drawing something. Seeing them on the computer screen showing me was really cool, but now having them back in class and you see that genuine reaction immediately where they're like, oh my gosh, look at my work, and they're so proud of it. It just, it warms your heart. Every year we do Red Ribbon Week here in the Waterford School District. It's to help raise awareness of drug prevention. So we are doing a giant mural that's gonna say, be happy, be brave, be drug-free. I've always had a passion for art ever since I was a little kid. And then it wasn't until COVID happened that I discovered a new love of chalk. The world always is full of beauty, but sometimes it's hard to find. And I'm so glad that I'm able to put some beauty in the world for people to find.
We had 22 players total left in the program. So it was pretty, I didn't know if we would have a school, if I would have a job, or what was going to happen with football.
I've grown up with them since I was 6 years old playing this game, and I know that they love it just as much as I do, and I would not want to leave them. Like, some of them moved back just to play football, and it's been tough for them. Like, they made a lot of sacrifices, and everybody's made sacrifices, but we've all been here, and everybody's here just for each other, really.
And I try to explain this, but there's so many distractions for the kids, because there's only 3 of our players that live in Paradise. The rest are traveling from neighboring towns. And I had been with these kids all semester, so I saw them. They're struggling in school, struggling getting to school. They all lived all over the place. And when they got on the field, I just remember one particular player's face, and he just looked so relieved and just so like something normal. So they got that, and then they got, you grow close You become a family through all of this, and so it filled the need for them, something normal, and not very much is normal in their lives. While they're at practice, they're pretty focused. It's like, okay, this is normal. It's stabilizing for them. But getting here and all of that is really a trial. So going into our first game, I didn't know. I didn't know how we would respond. I didn't know how disciplined we would be and all of that. And each game we've gotten better and better and better throughout the year and played some tough opponents. And we're real fortunate. I'm real proud of the kids. We came out at 10-0.
Everything that's happening is just beautiful. Watching trees regrow, watching flowers come out of the ashes, it's just purely beautiful. And I believe that represents our team. We've come from really nothing, and here we are, undefeated, and we're just fighting for our lives, really. And it's just cool to see that all around, not just with our team, you know?
Guys, Paradise Pride on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Paradise Pride!
If the coronavirus pandemic has taught us one thing, it is that no one is immune to the impact. That holds true for us here at Fox 40 as well. Last week, our chief photographer learned that his family would be impacted by the illness in a way that they never expected.
We met in 3rd grade at Roanoke Catholic in Roanoke, Virginia.
Leland and Samantha Hansen have a story just like so many of us. Leland is a captain in the Army and Samantha a registered nurse and clinical educator.
We moved to Hawaii last August because my husband is on military orders.
And shortly after that,
the day that Merrick was born was probably one of the best days. He's definitely been the light of our life since coming into the world.
But last week, everything changed.
I noticed that I was really tired and started to feel some body aches coming on. I was really cold all night and decided to take my temperature. And my temperature was only 99.6, so I didn't think much of it. But that day, I just didn't feel well, so I called out of work.
Out of an abundance of caution, Samantha's boss requested that she get tested for COVID-19 before returning to the hospital.
The first thing that went through my mind was there's no way. I was in denial. I could not believe that somehow I was infected. I take hand hygiene really seriously. I've been doing everything right. I felt like there's just no way that I could possibly have a positive test. It was extremely surprising. My symptoms went against everything that I had been reading about. So it was just a shock.
After that initial reaction, the gravity of those test results set in for their family.
If he's positive, we needed to know because they had separated me from him. I could only see him in my bedroom to feed him.
Those results for little Merrick proved what they had already been bracing for.
It was terrifying to know that my only child, who, takes a lot of work, was positive. It was very scary because we don't know enough about the virus to know that he was going to be okay.
Thankfully, the symptoms both mom and baby are experiencing are mild.
We've both just had some congestion, no fever for the past week, thankfully. Merrick actually never had a fever. So we're really blessed to have mild symptoms during this time because it could have been a lot worse.
And while their family is dealing with the symptoms of the coronavirus well, they did have this warning for people who are not taking this situation seriously.
Every time that you go out, you're risking someone else's life. And while you may not think it's serious to you, it is serious to the people around you.
What is it about the river? Why do you choose to live along the river?
Freedom. It's the one easy word to say, freedom, which you don't really got none of anywhere else in this world.
Regional park system was never designed to house campers.
There's a lot of people who resist services, or they say, this isn't the time, I don't feel like going in, or I don't trust the shelter system, or I don't trust the government.
It is not difficult to see where the American River meets the Sacramento River. A confluence near Discovery Park that is well defined, in an area where the situation on land is far more murky than any body of water.
Right across from us would be two of considered our larger encampments.
If you were to use the confluence as a starting point and travel upstream along the American River Trail for just 3 miles, what you will see is eye-popping and heartbreaking. Piles of garbage and tents are everywhere, put there by what Sacramento County Regional Parks Chief Ranger Michael Doan believes are hundreds of homeless in just this few-mile stretch.
From 300 to 600 people that live there on any nightly basis.
Hundreds of people and the landscape that are both in danger.
The entire parkway is designed to go underwater. So on heavy rainstorms, Bannon Island, which is behind us, goes underwater. And now we have to get all those people out, or try to get them all out before the water level rises, which is a draw on resources, because if they don't get out, then Sac City Fire has to come out with their boats to get them off the island, because it truly becomes an island.
People like this man named Eric.
I came out here because I was in a hospital and dealing with problems in the area I was at.
For the past year and a half, the trail has been his home. Originally from Southern California, the 48-year-old says as a convicted felon on parole, no one bothers him here, and he has no plans of leaving and will never accept government services.
So you've been here a year and a half. What's the ultimate plan? What's the goal?
My goal is to get off this damn parole that I'm on right now and just live and be free the way you're supposed to be able to be in this country.
Is that ever truly going to happen?
I don't think it really will.
It boils down to the individual each time and what their personal preference is.
Julie Field is the Homeless Service Program Manager for Sacramento County. Field says while some of the county's homeless population along the trail do seek help, many, just like Eric, do not. And with the growing homeless population, the pushback to what's happened has increased as well from those who use or live near the trail.
How their space that they used to be in over the years has changed, and how they have felt that it's become unsafe. And so that's a lot of the feedback that I've been getting from the community.
And I've seen a lot more dangerous things on the river, and this time has been quite dangerous.
Marilyn, who didn't want to give us her last name, says that she's from Seattle but travels to Sacramento many times a year.
So much I couldn't believe. We've been here 3 months and we've never seen anything like that.
She says the garbage along the trail increased so much that she started to document it with pictures.
You know, I'm really kind of scared. We wanted to go out and it's a beautiful day, and I'm just kind of scared. If you're asking what I see, I'm really pretty surprised.
Current federal law says government agencies like Sacramento County must allow people to sleep in public if they don't have enough beds for them, which they don't. Because of that, Chief Ranger Doan can evict people from where they are camping, but he knows they have a right to come back.
Right now, what our main focus is we try to mitigate the damage. Up until the time that changes to where we can say that you can no longer camp here, this park is closed, it's mitigation.
If outreach and trying to break down the mental and physical barriers is the answer, the county says it has gone all in. Although the transient population drastically outnumbers those looking to help, it's that one-on-one contact they are hoping makes the difference.
That's the balance that we're trying to maintain, trying to get them connected to services, but also our responsibility is to protect the parkway.
And now we have really drilled it down to the person level, and we look at each person and we try to figure out what sort of intervention might help them the best.
Do some people want help and some people don't? Is it a mix?
I think some people just don't know what they want. They're just lost.
Some are searching for themselves, while others are looking for answers that benefit everyone. In Sacramento, Eric Rucker, Fox 40 News.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's just so pleasant and it's so relaxing. It is de-stressing in a big way.
Music has just been something that relaxes me and makes me feel good.
Kim and I both play in the Solano Symphony, and Roz and I have been doing duets and trios for quite a while.
I was kind of focused on the music, so I didn't notice people driving by, but I think hopefully there's no accidents. It doesn't cause an accident.
I think live music it really feeds a special part of the soul.
It helps me get out of the house for one thing, and get rid of some of the boredom for just kind of sitting around and not having anything to do. Plus the music is great.
We've had people pull over, roll down their car windows and sit through the concert. And I think it's just, you appreciate not just hearing the music, but seeing the performers. You can't hardly not come. It's so wonderful.
I think it's just something really unusual and unique. It's kind of a community feel when you get out on your front porch and play music. And it's just so nice to play music with other people. Yeah, it's a rare thing right now.
I think we all need music in our lives, and musicians need to play. We really, with all the cancellations and things, this has been kind of a lifesaver. And mostly I'm just having fun.
Here we go. Whoa! This is awesome! Let's go in there. My name's Braxton. I'm Grayson.
How old are you?
4.
4.
Guys, I'm 6 years old. Dad, look at that! Look at that, it's so deep!
I'm a sucker for the tunnel. The whole time going through the tunnel, it's like you're in a time warp.
Whoa! A rockin' around the Christmas tree. I love to see all the lights and have this fresh air to be with my family.
Oh, check it out. We're so thankful for the opportunity for it to just bring our family joy in this season where it can be a little weary, but we got to rejoice tonight as a family and sing Christmas carols and drive through the lights.
Frosty Snowman! My favorite parts were the Frosty Snowman and the light, the tunnel, and I loved all the stuff. Merry Christmas!
Grayson, is this awesome? How awesome?
Too awesome.
Too awesome. Come on.
Can you read that sign?
Can you read that, Brad?
Me?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Right there.
North Pole.
Good
job.
Merry Christmas!
Especially in a season like 2020 where we've been shut down and cooped up in the house, to be able to get out tonight, be a part of the Christmas Lights drive-through, celebrate Christmas together as a family, sing some carols, have some fun. It's been amazing.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, Dad.
Merry Christmas.
Dad, that was real fun.
So today we are announcing that Devin is having his wish granted. He's going to be going to a tropical place. This one's a little bit unique because we can't just shake his hand and give him a big sign and give him a hug and tell him congratulations.
My son got up thinking that he was going to have a quick archival photo with Make-A-Wish.
My parents and everyone else told me that Make-A-Wish was coming today to take a picture.
And then a spectacular parade came by, unbeknownst to him.
And it was a lot more than a picture when I got out here. It was like a whole parade.
And a flyover with, I mean, it was a spectacle.
Your wish to go to a tropical place is being granted. Flyers Energy was so moved by your medical journey that they have generously decided to sponsor your wish.
Well, Devon was diagnosed with brain cancer last year in June, and it completely took the ground out from underneath all of us. We moved forward through the most challenging time of our lives and watched him battle cancer. And it was really scary. It was really scary and hard. Honestly, our community wrapped themselves around us from day one.
There was a fabulous energy on this street as the whole parade came through.
thank you all so much for standing by me and supporting me like this. Whether this was like with my family where it was a huge part of their lives, or it was just like my mom's coworker or something where you heard about it once or twice at work, each and every one of you helped me get through this, and I'm so grateful for that.
Oh my goodness, that was so cute.
Auburn is a hotspot for hiking with dozens of paths and over 100 miles of trails for you to explore.
Yes, this is my backyard.
Stephanie Buss has been hiking here for years.
Since the early 90s.
One of the most popular hikes is the Lake Clementine Trail. Over a 4.6-mile round-trip scenic walk, it ends with spectacular views of water falling over a 155-foot dam.
Lake Clementine was created when the North Fork Dam was completed in 1939 by the Army Corps of Engineers to prevent gold mining debris from flowing downriver. The hydraulic mining on the upper North Fork near Gold Run created immense amounts of sediment runoff that choked the American and Sacramento rivers downstream, even impacting the Bay Area.
Before you reach the dam, you can't miss the Forest Hill Bridge, towering 730 feet above the river, making it the highest bridge in California and the fourth highest bridge in all of the United States.
There's more to do than just admire the sights. The small lake has a boat launch ramp, marina, and boating campsites. Locals urge visitors to be careful. Drownings and river rescues are common, often due to the daily rising river levels that can strand people swimming in the water.
A few tips for when you come to check it out. It gets hot, so bring plenty of water. There's rocky terrain, so bring the right footwear. And most importantly,
Respect the trails. If you're on the trails, pack it in, pack it out.
In Auburn.
Take your cigarette butts too.
I'm meteorologist Adam Epstein for Destination California.
My name is Tony Light. I like the way the people enjoy the music and they dance and they feel good. They're going inside to see a winning game.
Wait.
And I got a good energy for them as they go inside.
Walk sign is on.
It's healing, it's therapy, it's, you know, it's a blessing. I love music. Hello, that's the thing. The children don't lie, and when they enjoy it, I do feel good about it. Yeah, man. And then the parents see the kids enjoy it, and they feel happy about it. Yes. All I want people to do, man, is just be cool. Use logic before emotion. And just be cool, man, and enjoy each other. Learn different cultures, learn different things. Just be cool, man. That's it. That's it.
I'm John Boss. I'm the owner of Dutch Hollow Farms. So we are basically an ag tourism farm. In the spring we do a tulip farm. Then we go into a phase called baby animal days. But obviously our big push is pumpkin season. We've only been doing corn mazes about 6 or 7 years now. As you can see here, the tassels are coming in right now. This year's theme is Ronell Singh, Corporal Ronell Singh. He passed away already the day after Christmas. We've had officers die before, but this one seemed to really hit the community hard. I really could sense how much he meant to the community and to his wife. One of the stipulations of Mrs. Singh to have this corn maze here was that her son is the first one to walk into the corn maze. And it makes you tear up. It's going to be a very special moment. There's going to be several law enforcement people here as well, and we're excited to have them. And it's a time and moment for them, and then we can have fun with it. And then people can read about Ronell and enjoy the corn maze and time with the family, because he loves spending time with his new son and his wife. That's kind of what our place is about, is people put away their phones and they just enjoy being with their family. And I just think it's going to be a very special time and moment, and we're excited.
A Roseville woman with Down syndrome is following her dreams of becoming a flight attendant. So in turn, she spent the day shadowing Southwest employees at Sacramento International Airport this afternoon. And this wasn't her first time working with Southwest. She's already had the chance to be a flight attendant. She's even flown a plane before.
And today, her friends at Southwest, they gave her another big surprise. Fox 40 photojournalist Grant Hansen was there to capture the special bond that formed in the skies.
Airline ticket counters are located on the second level.
We've had a lot of fun, and it's like they're family now. I mean, she's been Tracy's fairy godmother, as we call her, Vicki, her fairy godmother, because she just keeps doing one thing after another. Because she was watching everything that I was doing, and the next thing you know, she's sharing with me that her dream was to become a flight attendant. It was like instant friendship, right? And she asked Tracy, would you like to be a flight attendant for a flight to Seattle?
What do you think, Trace?
I like it. Southwest Airlines flight attendant. You are a pilot, and you're a CSA extraordinaire.
She's working as a customer service agent today.
Okay. So you want to take the tag and then put it around the handle.
Have a fun day.
Thank you. She's an ops agent, and she's going to be working this flight.
Oh, no.
Okay. Oh, no,
you're going to be working this
see?
flight. Got this?
Yes.
Okay.
Get 23.
We'll take.
Good job.
Yeah.
Very, very proud of her. She stepped up to the challenge. She's always not had that self-confidence, but her self-confidence is just built in the last year and a half.
You know, it's wonderful how, like, out of the blue, literally, on an airplane, two people can come together and become best friends forever. And it's just been a great, great, great friendship. Right?
Yep.
Love you, kid. So we, at Southwest Airlines, want to send you guys to Hawaii on the inaugural flight. Not just any flight, but the inaugural flight ever.
On behalf of the
Good
entire
job.
Sacramento
Good
ground
job.
crew and our very special friend Tracy, we thank you for choosing Southwest.
Remember my dreams.
Live your dream, right?
Yeah.
Live your dream. Be true.
Be true.
Make it happen. Yeah. Girl power.
And we talk about this a lot on the show, and this is not hyperbole. We do get it. This pandemic has created difficult and uncertain times really for everyone. And we want you to know, we here at Fox 40, we're in this with you every day.
Yeah, and while things may be very, very different right now at every level, take comfort in knowing that we will get through this together. And here's how we can focus on our future.